Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Flacco. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, Flacco to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Set! Black 80!
First carry for James Conner. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
4 down, 4 down. Set! Black 20. Snickers, you got to spin. Kings. All right, let's go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Show that bench release and go.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check that. Black 80. Go.
Conner. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got set.
Now it's Conner. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Double bump. Set.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Set. Black 20. Kings. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue 30. Monday.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Snickers, 66. 8.
Ben to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. There goes Alex Collins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bootleg, Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Runs over it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We got 4. Set. 180. 57, Mike. Mike 57. What's up, guys? You can't block me.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Motion.
Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run with Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the screen, back! Black 80! Hey, get him, you got him! Go! 57 the mic, 57 the mic.
Right back to him on first down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Kings. Black 20! Kings. 48
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Tight end right. Snickers, you got to spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey. 4 down. Dad!
On 2nd down, Collins. And he powers his way up past the 30. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Ravens averaged exactly 4 yards per rush in 2017, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, this is Collins. They find some open field here, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. A break from the ground game here. Flacco looking deep for Crabtree. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Flacco finding Crabtree for a big one. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
4 down, 4 down. 10, 20. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Red, red. 6 man.
On the give, this is Collins running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2nd down, Flacco now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Whirl. Jack 16. Back on that.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black 20. AB. Back on that.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Big. Snickers, you got to spin. Back.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Let's go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Four down. Check.
This is Collins on the handoff. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Flacco now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now we give to Collins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Four down.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play, and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down.
We got 4. We got that.
Now Collins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
4 down. Check.
This is Collins on the toss. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Like 30. Whirl. Corner. Go. Watch the run.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here now, loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set! 180! 8!
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4 down, check. Set. Blue 30. All right, let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Defense wins championship. Set. Black 20.
On second down, Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Steelers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Set. Black 5. 57. Mike 57. Big. Go, D. That's big. 57. Mike, big. Come on out here. Go get some. Snickers, you got to spin.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Snickers. Set. 180.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up.
They go again with Collins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Collins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
4 down. Check.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Hey. You got 3.
And they'll run it here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Four down. Set. Blue 30. Go. We got motion. Back up.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Blue 30. Kings.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurry up.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
180. Kings.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Quarter. Set. Black 20.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Monday. Set. Black 20. Second.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Black 20. AB.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
AB. Set. Black 20. Quarter. 48 to Mike. Big.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Black 80. Mike 48.
Roethlisberger. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Now a toss coming right is Collins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Flacco. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Most players would tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for, because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. You got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Flacco looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Set! 180! Monday. Okay.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Set! Blue 30! Blue set.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
We got 4. We got 4. Set! Black 80!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set! Blue 30!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
Three down. 4 down. Snickers, you got to spin.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Goodwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Set!
Now it's Roethlisberger, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
4 down. Set. 230.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Set. Black 30.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?